Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
The war between Big Pun's widow Liza and Fat Joe continues, taking another turn for the worse today. So Fat Joe's widow Liza jumped on Twitter today and pretty much came at Fat Joe, claiming that he owes Big Pun and the family some money. Now, here's what Liza put up. She put, at N.O.R.E, I promise you, if you passed away and whoever you sign takes all the money that was rightfully yours and leaves your wife and kids with nothing and homeless, you don't think your wife is going to fight for what is yours and your kids? Ask her. Please, I seen your wife. She won't play. Stop it. Pun is looking at you crazy. So Fat Joe said, look, I'm going to respond to this right now. Before I get to Fat Joe's response on Twitter, I want to cover the history of it, because you remember the history years back when Pun passed away. His wife, for whatever reason, they didn't have money. His wife was in a homeless shelter. They struggled. We even interviewed Chris Rivers. He even talked about the struggles that they went through. But he pretty much, is certain that he doesn't want to get involved in it. He's trying to create his own niche. Cool. We actually interviewed him sometime last year. Fat Joe went on to say, right, tell him about the money I got you when he died. You spent it and then put out the documentary. You want holding Pun down on that doc? Just say the truth. I've always been with Pun, and N.O.R.E knows that. I never lost that case. I never owed you a cent. He is still unrecouped. You were sitting there when the judge asked you why I'm here. I owed you nothing. Just say the truth. That's all, right? And he goes on to say, right, I owed them nothing and gave them the music that was created by me. I paid no settlement. I owed you not $1. Then peoples, stop lying. They got not $1 from me. I gave her money and she blew it, period. Grow up and say the truth. When you put that video out, you know what, in the documentary and when his legacy was, you effed up. You did this all to yourself, period. Stop lying. Then he goes on to say, you further in life, lying has got you nowhere by now. Time to tell your kids the truth. Now, again, we have talked to so many people, regarding this situation. Some people, pretty much went to bat for Joe. Some people went to bat for Pun. I kind of honestly think here, I don't think, without having any proof, I really don't think that Joe beat him for any money at the end of the day. I mean, if you go back and look at it, Fat Joe was the reason why, one of the reasons I should say, why Big Pun was on. Not to say that he wouldn't have been on, because we all know Big Pun was way better than Fat Joe, and they made an excellent team, but he discovered him and he gave him an opportunity to kind of shine his light on the world. Now, if it's found out that he did, steal the money and not give it to the family, then that's 100% real, and we need to definitely, Fat Joe needs to come out of his pocket. But just intuition-wise, I don't think that Fat Joe did that. Honestly, I think that Fat Joe, in my opinion, gave her money. Maybe she wasn't a good steward over her money, and, that is what it is. Without actually talking to her, getting proof, interviewing her, I really can't say, all right, this is what happened. Now, we would love the opportunity to do so and get some real answers, because I got a lot of questions about this particular situation, but this is crazy, man. And this is, you figure this has been going on for 15 plus years, her saying, and I think it could be, that, Fat Joe's continuing to be successful after all this, and maybe something in the back of her head is like, yo, he owes me, he owes my family money. So I don't know how Big Pun had his stuff set up. I don't know what his spend is looking like. I don't know what his publishing is looking like. Nobody knows that. We're not behind the scenes to see anything like that. Is the estate still making money from anything? I'm really not sure. Now, you could talk about Cuban Link, and in my opinion, his story is a little biased, even though he was behind the scenes, because he's going at Fat Joe's neck. So he's going to be a little biased. But I would definitely like to hear another side of the story. Now, we talked to one of Big Pun's former managers. We talked to his son. We talked to Tony Sunshine. We talked to Cuban Link. And out of all of those people, I haven't seen any proof that Fat Joe owes them anything. Now, let's talk about just morals, right? And, if you got a partner and you got a business with somebody and you got paperwork with them, if it doesn't say, when that partner passes away, that the other partner has to take care of that family for the rest of their life, or they have to give a percentage to that family or as a estate for the rest of their life, then that kind of is what it is. Fat Joe is not obligated, in my opinion, to continue to take care of Big Pun's family if it wasn't contractually obligated. If it was contractually obligated, and if he continued, to hide things and stole Big Pun's publishing, then he's a scumbag. But if none of that's there, I mean, he said he gave her like $2 million or something like that, or 200,000, something like that in the past. That is what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm going to kind of digress on the situation. I want to know what you guys think about this particular situation. Do you think that Fat Joe's wrong? You think that Liza's wrong? Do you think she's trying to leech off Fat Joe? What do you think about this particular situation, man? I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Now, I think that, more people need to open up their platform to Liza Rios. I really, appreciate that, and let her tell her story. Maybe even Drink Champs. I don't think it's going to happen. Breakfast Club, the Hip Hop Uncensored is open. If you want to come over here and tell your story, it's open. We don't play the politics games. We don't have nobody that's sponsoring us, that's telling us what to do, who we can interview. We don't care about stepping on nobody's toes in the industry. We're 100% independent. We got our own building, our own website, our own channels, our own everything, our own music recording studio. So nobody tells us what to do over here. So, again, definitely like to get to the bottom of this because it's an ongoing thing. But in my heart of hearts, I don't think that Fat Joe did anything wrong. There's no proof to that we have seen over the years. But this is your brother, Old God, man. Hip Hop News Uncensored. I appreciate you guys for listening as long as you did. Go ahead and make sure you drop those comments below. Also, make sure you guys share this video. And most importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more exclusives just like this one. And right after you do that, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Just a couple announcements, and then I'm out of here, man. If you guys want to advertise on this channel, you want to get your product, your business, your song, your service in front of 5 million plus people per month, you want to hit me up right now and advertise at hiphopun.com. That's advertise at hiphopun.com. And make sure you guys sign up for channel memberships. And I did you a solid. I left all those links in the description box right for you guys. Last but not least, make sure you guys, if you like reading articles, if you want to keep up with entertainment, sports, politics, or the whole nine, hip hop, of course, make sure you go to hiphopun.com. That's hip hop, the letter UN.com. That's our official website. With that being said, I'm going to digress. It's your boy, Old God, man, over and out. Peace.